Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
To make the donuts.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
And a happy belated birthday to Cami.
Ding, ding, ding. Good morning. Ding, ding, ding. Ba, 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 bow, bow, ba, 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 bow. Good morning. Ba, bow, bow, ba, 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 bow. Good morning. Ba, bow, bow, ba, 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 bow. Beautiful day. Ba, 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 bow. It's a beautiful day. Ding, ding, ding.
Good morning. Here.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard,
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Yeah, just imagine. Just imagine. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the IRONWORX. We have made it once again with 3 minutes worth of typical show BS waiting for everybody to pile. And I believe we are saying perfect. I believe. I mean, he's not here now, but fingers crossed he's sleeping like a baby. Tucked all comfy in his bed. Hopefully. But we do have Zack here. How are you doing, Zack?
I'm not doing too bad. Not a bad weekend. Weather was beautiful. Didn't go shooting my gun. Saw a couple raindrops, just a little bit of light rain. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to take Maggie out in that kind of weather.
Oh, was that her name? You named her already?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of a name. And, I mean, she shoots 357 Magnum rounds. So I thought Maggie would be fitting.
Sure. That makes sense to me.
Got a hold of my guys who are making my suppressor.
Huh?
So they're just little little backed up. Should be hearing from us real soon. Okay. No problem. Take your time, do it right. I don't want to rush you. You never rush an artist.
Never rush him. That just pisses him off.
Yep. Oh, how was your weekend?
Mine was okay. It was uneventful. Didn't really do too much. My son and I went yesterday to go check out. There was a Lewis and Clark, sort of like a commemoration of their send-off. And just across the river into Illinois, there is the like a Lewis and Clark little historical site, and it's marked sort of on their campsite. They left D.C. because this was a military act. The Lewis and Clark expedition was totally military, and once they decided to go, they went and camped out here at this spot for the Lewis and Clark Memorial, and that's where they hung out for a little while and tried to figure out the exact logistics of exploring the West. And this weekend marked the commemoration of their initial launch of the expedition, heading down the river, well, up the river. They rowed their flat-bottom boats up river, going west along the Missouri. And it was really quiet when my son and I went there this weekend for the commemoration. There was maybe 10 tents set up with little demos. There was like a blacksmith and a guy with his buckskins explaining how to tan hide, things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's cool.
Saw like a dozen people there, right? Total, maybe 20, maybe, for the few hours we were there. But it was good. Really, not much going on. I'm
learn anything?
I mean, I think, making my own buckskins is a little less intimidating. And yeah, always lots of stuff.
Use the brain matter.
Oh, yeah.
They say there's enough brain matter in every animal to tan its own hide.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even have to be its own brain. Any brain will do. But I am waiting on a bear hide.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw an auction going out. There's no really good way to search for what people are selling. You just sort of hit random keywords that you think they might have been using to describe it, and I came across a bear pelt. Yeah, those are like $1,200, $2,000 for like a good one. This one did not appear to be in like pristine condition. It looks pretty old, and probably not in super good condition, but it's got the face and kind of the general outline. No paws, that, but it's still just a bear pelt. And I got this sumbitch for like $20. It was $46 shipped for this bear pelt. Couldn't hardly beat it. And I was the only bidder, and I won the auction. And they shipped it out on like the 29th of April. And by like May 1st or May 2nd, it was in St. Louis. But then for some reason, it got rerouted and has been in New Hampshire since the 5th. And that was like the last update I got. So I'm going to have to try to track down this motherfucking bear pelt, which has been taking a trip across country. And just hope to God it can make it back to my house. It'd suck to lose out on $46. Kind of more excited about the bear pelt. But beyond that, I did pretty good yesterday on Mother's Day. Only broke down a couple times. But
A rough one.
yeah.
Very sorry. Trying to get some more coffee into my brain here.
Poor little
Not
moose.
much going on as far as crazy news that I've heard, at least. I'm sure crazy stuff is going on. It was a pretty quiet weekend.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in Iran. That might be kind of a developing situation.
Yeah, Trump said something about he calls Iran's response to the peace plan unacceptable as the ceasefire is tested, it says.
Yeah. I had been watching some Chase Hughes this weekend. It got me looking at this. Because, Congress has to declare war.
Mm-hmm.
So if Congress hasn't declared war, just because we're bombing people, doesn't mean we're at war. So, like, dropping bombs on people doesn't equal war. And if we drop less
They never
bombs,
passed anything for Vietnam, right? Vietnam was considered
military action,
police action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think war since World War II has there been a congressionally declared war that we've been in.
We just got to shoot off all those missiles and rockets and stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
Or else we don't have to make more of them, and
making
all
more
those
of them is
guys
good
don't
for the
get all that
economy.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But even if you decide to drop less bombs and kill fewer people, you can call that a ceasefire. What the fuck kind of language is that? We were dropping bombs. We announce a ceasefire. That means we drop less bombs. We don't cease firing under a ceasefire. We just kill fewer people. Drop less. Interesting way to describe a ceasefire, but whatever. I think I did see something.
I'm not sure what this guy was applying for. He submitted an employment verification letter from a company that does not exist. Let me see what this is about. Oh, it's a part of an insurance claim. Granison Dwight Peterson Jr. September of 2021, he submitted a false employment verification as part of an insurance claim. That he worked at Melly Girl Logistics and had been out of work from May 18th, 2021 to August 3rd, 2021, according to the warrant. Investigators say that business does not, nor did not ever exist. He's trying to get $10,000 in lost wages. Department of Insurance. Okay. I can't. Just get a job. I know it's hard out there right now finding work. This is back in 2021. to just make up. I mean, that was 5 years ago, almost. We're coming up on 5 years now. And they just put a warrant out. That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Any news on James Freeman?
Not that I've heard. I've seen other people reporting on it, saying, "Oh well, he's in there under some felonies and some misdemeanor." That seems strange that there's been so little information out there, given the propensity for the community to do FOIA requests.
As Massachusetts started a new noon rule. May 25th. Okay, so it applies to alcohol sales under the state holiday rule. Stores with off-premises alcohol licenses may not sell or deliver alcohol drinks until noon on May 25th. Memorial Day across the state. So we've never had anything where it was like that. You couldn't buy it till a certain time. I mean, the liquor stores open in the morning, usually 8 o'clock, some of them 7 o'clock. And you just sold alcohol on any day except for Sunday. But each state has their own stuff.
Yeah, ours has changed quite a bit. Seems like when I was younger. Now maybe it was still 1:30 that you could buy alcohol, whether at the bar or at the store. But 1:30 was the end of sales for alcohol. Then
Yeah, we could take a to go at any time.
But I don't remember what time. Like, I thought it used to be 8, and I think they switched it to 6. But I remember working in the hospital, and my ex-wife would be working overnight. And we'd meet up at the bar at like 6 a.m. when she got off work. And could buy drinks. We were usually drunk by 8. Then yeah, we had a thing where you couldn't sell it all on Sundays. Then I think it was you couldn't start selling until like noon or something, or 10. I don't know. But they had a pretty late start on Sundays before you start buying booze. I think a lot of that's changed.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning. It'll be what's going on?
In Virginia, alcohol was controlled by ABC, which is alcohol. The fuck it's called? Alcohol Business or what the fuck is it? Alcohol Bureau
of Commerce,
something like that. Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't sold on Sundays, and they were only open for a strict 8 hours, closing very soon. And other places I was stationed, like there was always these people that are coming down. When I was in Wichita Falls, Texas, which is right by the Panhandle, right up north Texas, people were coming from Oklahoma all the time because the strongest beer is what they were telling me. The strongest beer content was only 3% versus the 5% that you're able to get in Texas. They would drive
eastbound and down. Sorry.
Sometimes over 100 miles just to get a little stronger alcohol.
Seems like there's a pretty small selection of beer that's only 3%.
I don't know. That was Ohio. I'm sorry, Oklahoma.
Like Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Light, like any of the big name brand beers are all 5%, 6%.
Yeah, but I guess they can have special beers and they're, so well, our state doesn't allow that. And when I was in Utah, I found out that you cannot buy alcohol at all unless you have an alcohol permit, purchasing permit. So you have to go and apply for it. And
so not like commercially, right? You mean everybody that wants to buy a beer at a bar
anywhere
has to get a license?
Yep. Well, a certification, I guess you could call it. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is, but I was on leave for 2 weeks with my girlfriend, and she was living in Salt Lake City, and she told me that, and I was like, oh wow, and I was 21 at the time, so, and she's like, yeah, you can't buy alcohol here. I was like, oh, fucking A. And then she told me why. And then my mom and my sister wanted to come out and visit with my girlfriend and him and I. And that's when we went out to a restaurant, and my sister tried to order an Italian restaurant. She tried to order a glass of wine. They ask for your ID, and then I guess I don't know what they do, but I guess there's like something like stamp on your ID or something that says, yeah, you're certified to buy booze. I don't know, like a little secondary card or something, but anyways, yeah, that's my little alcohol thing.
Here they're making such a big deal about the 25th Memorial Day this year. I'm looking at another article. This one kind of freaked me out at first. It says Bank of America to shut down all 5,744 branches in weeks for temporary closure. I was thinking it was going to be 4 weeks. But it's just for the day, Memorial Day. Well, like, duh. It's bank holidays. I mean, they happen every year. Why are we writing big, long articles about this? There must not be much going on.
Didn't they close down all their branches like fucking yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's new.
Here's something interesting that I've been thinking of. Like all of these federal holidays that we happen to have, regardless if you're in the federal government or not, there is Memorial Day, military, 4th of July, military, Veterans Day, military, and I'm probably missing a couple. Think about it. Most of our holidays have to do with our military.
President's Day?
Yeah, sort of. Not really. I mean, I think there's only been like 2 presidents ever that have served in the military.
Aren't they?
Something like that.
Isn't every single president the head of the military?
Commander-in-chief. Yeah, but they're also in charge of other stuff as well.
Right, but
Washington
also
served,
military.
Eisenhower served. Didn't Grant serve too?
Maybe.
How many presidents?
Yeah, I don't know the exact answer, but I know it's not very many. But in my opinion, in order to be the commander-in-chief of
31.
31?
Of the 46 U.S. presidents.
What? I thought it was significantly lower than that. Okay.
Time to change your trivia question.
12 who reached the rank of general.
That's the highest rank you can achieve in
Other than president.
Marine and Air Force.
Other than president.
Yeah.
So you'd think one day
Army
that honors only the head of the military would count as the military holiday.
Okay, well, I'll grant you that. I was thinking of it as well, but I was just directly, not like an indirect thing. Because President's Day is honoring basically just the presidents.
All right, well, 4th of July wouldn't count then, would it? We're celebrating our freedom.
Yeah, which
not the military. Well, yeah, indirectly.
Using the military.
So indirectly, the military, sure, but not directly.
Star Spangled Banner, just the song alone talks about war.
Okay, so that holiday, I'll give you.
All right.
The Star Spangled Banner holiday, but 4th of July still isn't celebrating the military.
It's about the military.
I don't think so.
Who is the only president to serve as an enlisted man?
Let me guess, Grant.
Nope. James Buchanan.
Oh, he was
noted
right before Lincoln.
Only president to serve as an enlisted man.
Wow.
I did not know that.
But yeah, Memorial Day, that is on the 25th, Monday. And that means I get a 4-day weekend. Yay. But what's interesting is when I was working at the VA, when it came to, let's just say that a federal holiday fell on a weekend. If it fell on a Saturday, that means we got Friday off. If it fell on a Sunday, it means we got Monday off, no matter what. And if you wanted to come in and work, they definitely would ask us to. We would automatically get overtime the entire day. And some people like myself are like, fuck that, taking my day off. But in other positions, these are only federal employees, as far as I know. I've never been a state employee. But, yeah, like for me, we only get like 6 federal holidays per year. That's it. That's how the education system works.
No, we don't get very many. You'd think, given our connections to the military, we'd get more federal holidays off, but no.
I mean, Joe Biden just came up with that one Juneteenth. Like,
oh God,
what in the fuck? How would you name something like that? Just June? That's most. Go to a 5th grade school. Just ask everyone. So here's what happened on, what was it, June 14th or something like that? Here's what happened. It's going to be a federal holiday. And most of them are probably going to say, what's a federal holiday? Oh, it's where people get the day off of work. What do you want to call it? I don't think there'd be actually, an entire elementary school. I don't think they'd ever call it Juneteenth. Or go to MIT and ask them that. Juneteenth? Who the fuck came up with that?
I don't know if any other states celebrate this one, but here in South Carolina today, all state offices are closed for Confederate Memorial Day.
Oh.
That's a new one to me. I've been here almost 6 years now, and I've never heard of Confederate Memorial Day.
Neither have I. So living on the East Coast, as I did for quite some time, I found out, I saw black guys that were driving around with a Confederate flag flying from their truck. What the fuck? And eventually I asked one of them, I happened to pull into the same gas station with them. I was like, what are you flying a Confederate flag for? He's like, oh, you're one of them. I was like, what of what? People don't know about the Civil War. And I was like, what the fuck? So he sat down and he explained it to me. The Civil War wasn't about racism. It was about land and rights. So it was like
state rights. Yeah.
And yeah, this guy was, I don't know, I'm going to say in his early 60s or so. And he said, like his great-great-great-grandfather or something fought on the Confederate side. And he said a lot of black guys, a lot of black people were fighting on the Confederate side.
Yes, they were.
But yeah, everyone's like, oh, that's racist. Nope. That's what I thought it was for a while, even though I didn't really care.
And a lot of it had to do with, Abraham Lincoln was the first one to use paper money. And they were totally against that. The South wanted to keep everything silver, gold, copper. That's what our money is. Abraham Lincoln started printing money, silver certificates, and this and that, and yada, yada, yada.
So I thought it was the early 1900s when, okay, we had paper money.
Well, that's when we went to the Federal Reserve, 1913.
Right. And that's when they were doing the gold and silver buyback program.
Yeah, steal back, more like.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, here's something that's worth way less. It's a promissory note. It has no value, actually.
I'll give you this $20 piece of paper for your 1 ounce of gold, and then 10 years later, that 1 ounce of gold is going to be worth hundreds of dollars, and that piece of paper is going to still only be worth 20. We're sorry.
South Park thing with the Detroit oil spill or oil catastrophe. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
But yeah, in regards to what I joined in when you guys were talking about the last time we declared war, which was on June 4th, 1942. So right about the time the U.S. was getting involved in the war, and we declared war not against Germany or the three most unlikely countries you'd think of, which is Hungary, Bulgaria, and Romania. Those are the countries that declared war on. That's the last time an actual declaration of war happened. And one of the things that people always say is, "Oh yeah, we're at war right now with Iran." Like, no, we're not. They're going to call it something else, even though they're calling it war right now. Like when I was
reaction, something like that.
Yeah, probably something like that. Whatever the Jews want us to fucking call it. No, so not the Jews. Israel. I mean, there's a difference. Some Jews are like highly against what Israel's doing, but they're still ethnically Jewish, have Jewish practices. But yeah,
but if you don't, you see a lot of this over here, right? People say they're Christian, but they don't follow the Bible and what Christ said at all. They're Christians by name. It's your actions that define you, right? So when people say, "Oh, well, I'm Jewish," it's like, yeah, do you follow Torah? No? Well, then you're not really
that's
Jewish.
You don't have to be a religious Jew. You can be cultural.
See, that's where it's like, what?
Yep.
Can I be culturally Christian?
Yes.
Apparently you can. But You're not a real Christian.
Yeah,
anybody can just say, "Well, I'm one of these." Yeah, well, you can say that, but you don't act like that. Your actions are not of.
That's the Protestant way. They don't think you have to. They think accepting Christ into your heart and being saved and born again, good enough. They think that's all you need.
Yeah, that's a good way to keep the pews full, right?
Yep. Cast a wide net. Sure, we'll marry you, gay folk. Matter of fact, why don't we bring some women up here, preach the pulpit, let them marry people too.
Matt Walsh was actually doing a video on that a few months ago, and he was showing about how, because he's Catholic, which is bizarre. That religion is it's the largest denomination of Christianity, by the way, if you're not aware of that. Anyways, he was showing how there's a lesbian female preacher at a Catholic church. And even though in the Bible it says, yes, priests cannot be women, or women cannot be priests. And also she's a lesbian, like hardcore preaching about how, I don't want to get too graphic, but she was doing this at a sermon. I don't know. It's just one of those things where you ask someone if they're Christian, okay, where's your Bible at? Oh, I don't have one. What? When's the last time you read it? It's been about 30 years.
Most Catholics didn't have a Bible. Even devout Catholics. You had a priest teach you. But like my grandma, who went to church 3 times a week her whole life, never had a Bible at the house. That's crazy, isn't it?
Well, I think the reason behind it, and I've heard some people make arguments that seem pretty fair, that argument, is that a lot of people didn't even know how to read back then. But they would go to church, and that one book was used as basically the most powerful message that could be given out. And yet, they still couldn't read. Maybe they could read like simple things, but they couldn't read complex sentences like that are listed in the Bible, which are written in allegories. But
it looks like truss core. Have you heard of truss core?
Sounds familiar.
Pre-finished wall and ceiling panels for interior spaces. Goodbye drywall. Hello truss core.
Huh.
Installs with no mud and mess. Wipes clean with ease. Withstands wear and tear. Blah, 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 blah. I've never heard of truss core.
Where did you find that? Look it up.
It's in an article that popped up. It's more of a advertisement.
Well, that's interesting because, construction, especially me being an electrician, we have new codes and procedures and tools that are coming out like every 10 seconds. But the last time drywall got an update, I don't even know. Probably been a long time.
Well, we'll see.
Wow, okay.
It needed it. Drywall's horrible.
Yeah, probably not since drywall was the update.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm on the website right now. They got these little AI bots like, hey, got questions about truss core? I've got the answer. Okay. All the answers. What should I ask it? An AI chatbot. Yep. It's probably just directing me to. Here, I'm going to ask you something.
What's the price point compared to drywall per sheet?
There you go. Oh, no, it wants my fucking information. What's your name, first and last? And nope, not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys here. This is just weird. I don't get why people still believe the hardiness thing is a legitimate thing here. All right. So from here, NASA's Artemis II commander and astrophotographer team up to capture breathtaking, never-before-seen shots of the moon's far side. Now, just looking at this, do you see anything wrong? Or just out of place? There's like 5 different things I can bring up.
Is that supposed to be the moon?
That's supposed to be the dark side of the moon. According to space. Yeah.
Why is it glowing?
Exactly. That's the thing I was thinking of, because I've taken hundreds of pictures of the moon in all different 8 phases. And during blood moon, during a blue moon, and all that. And I've never seen glowing on the moon unless the entire thing was just at that particular color range. But this it looks like it's there's like a rave going on down there, like a Burning Man or something. But yeah, so they sent an astrophotographer. Just weeks before the first Artemis 2 launch window, astrophotographer Andrew McCarthy had a last-minute idea. What if he could get the Artemis 2 astronauts to shoot the moon in the same way he shoots the moon? We should probably take pictures of this in the last minute. Oh, no, just trust us. So McCarthy slid into the DMs of Artemis 2 Command. What the fuck? And NASA astronaut Reed Weissman. He slid into the DMs? All right. He knew getting a response at such a late date was a long shot, but he couldn't pass up the chance for a once-in-a-lifetime collaboration. And the long shot came through. And there it is. I'm gonna open a new tab. All right. Now I get a little bit better when you open a new tab. And then I can zoom in even more and more and more. And just kind of, wow, look at this. They're all 90-degree angle impacts. Oh, if they're even impacts. I think they're fissures. And I don't know if the moon is a sphere or not. But in this case, it could be a sphere. Either way, I don't really give a shit. But like this, why it's all discolored. This looks like something you'd see on a piece of rusting copper. Well, not really rusting copper. It built up all that calcium and stuff on it. So, yeah. Anyways, welcome to the NASA comedy that we. And what is all this black shit over here? There's black and purple and blue.
That's
what
carbon.
The fuck is all this?
I have got a frying pan in my counter. Looks just like this. All rusted and pitted. Yeah.
I remember Dave Weiss doing that same thing. He's like, here's a picture. He's like, 3 different pictures. And one of them is the bottom of my frying pan. The other one I made on AI. And the other one, or something like that. And the other one is an actual NASA picture. And he was asking this during one of his interviews. And they couldn't get any of it right. One they thought was legitimate from NASA was his frying pan. And I was like, okay, well, this is where the intellect level has gone to. But what's weird about it is when you're looking at the moon, none of this crosses over ever. It's just even a little tiny bit onto the light side of the moon, the light and bright side during a full moon, even though full moons are impossible. And by the way, I have been talking with someone that Austin Whitsitt has debated quite a few times, Professor Parks. And I was asking him, is it possible to have a 100% full moon? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And another Glober came up and said, no, it isn't. And then put it into AutoCAD and showed. He said, nope, it can only get to 94% at most, according to that, with scaling being accurate and distances and all that. No matter where the sun is, no matter where the moon is, it can only get to a 94%. And I was like, wait a second, I've taken pictures of it and overlaid it with a circle. And looks like a full moon to me. According to the heliocentric model, the mapping on it is impossible. So, but on a Glober, that is what they say.
So you see the FedEx truck go by, right? I see one usually like 4 or 5 a day while I'm working.
Oh yeah, easily. Just in my neighborhood.
How many of them do you think are selling drugs out of their delivery truck while working?
I don't know. I know
Well, there was definitely one.
Oh, he got busted?
Yeah, out in Texas. What were you going to say, Josh?
Nothing. That wasn't me.
He was found with 25.85 grams of cocaine.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
That's a lot of cocaine. Yeah.
I don't know what the street
He
value.
had some THC vapes that were found on him that were above the legal limit for Texas. He's been charged with manufacture or delivery of a controlled substance. They said something about Molly, too, but they're not putting anything about the Molly. I mean, he was just trying to make a couple extra bucks. What's the big deal?
One thing I did find out is that around here and just California in general is that we have these obviously illegals and they walk around your neighborhood pushing an ice cream cart and they have these bells attached to it and they're just constantly making it ring. It's like the most annoying thing. And then one day I saw one of them getting arrested. And a bunch of people were out there watching it because it was like, oh yeah, one guy, he was selling drugs. He was selling meth, apparently. And that's where some people were like, yeah, that's the guy I used to buy meth from. As he's walking around. I quit meth. But anyways, so yeah, that's where a lot of those guys, what they're doing. It's like, oh yeah, little kids went up and want to get on a popsicle or something, that's fine. When adults show up, I guess there's like some sort of a magic word you have to say. And then, yeah, here you go. Here's some crystal.
I'm with you, Laura. I don't think 25 grams sounds like a whole lot.
I think it said 85 grams.
No, 25. But
Well,
still.
Not even an ounce.
I mean, 3.5 is a teener. That's a lot of cocaine. That'll kill you.
A teener's a 16th.
Okay, yeah, so that's just half. So, yeah.
Yeah, teener's small. That's for people that are, that's like what crackheads get.
Like 1.75?
No, that's half. Half.
No, 1.75 grams is a 16. With 28.
Oh, yeah, okay.
3.5 is an eighth. 7 is a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, of an ounce. Still, I mean, hey, I don't give a shit. I mean, cocaine doesn't.
He almost had an ounce of cocaine. He was just shy an ounce of cocaine. That's a lot of cocaine to be carrying around.
I think he may have been doing that. Like, you never, like, oh, well, if I have over a certain amount in this particular area, it's a felony. Aside from that, it's just going to be like a class 1 misdemeanor. They might do that on purpose. But
they're saying employers are, colleges are getting a lot of pushback, saying that their degrees are kind of useless and people aren't being able to find jobs. And they're finding out that out of the 4,000 universities, 4,000 plus that we have in the United States, most firms recruit from about 30 colleges. That's it. They'll do like Ivy League. They try to find them first, looking at the elite colleges. and then they look at schools that might be nearby their corporate office. But so location can be important, and which college you go to seems to be very important. But yeah, I mean, all these colleges, I'm sure, offer all kinds of degrees, you know, but is anybody going to pick that college to find their workers? You got 4,000 universities out there, and most businesses are only choosing from about the same, you know, 20, 25, and then maybe a few that are around their corporate office. Your degree from that certain university may still be worth just a piece of paper, because nobody's going to hire you because you went to that college.
Well, yeah, that's true as well. The other thing is that some people think they're going to get out of college with a U.S. history degree and get a job at Lockheed Martin. No, that's not how that works.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, or someone has a sociology degree. You know, that's good for working in social services for a city or teaching. That's pretty much it. It's like one of the most worthless. I hate sociology when I was in college. But yeah, it's certain programs right now, like trade schools, are just skyrocketing around here in Silicon Valley. I mean, sorry, well, at least the school I work at, and because like I'm teaching electricians right now, or apprentice electricians, soon to be apprentices, and there is such a demand for trades right now. Again, going back to South Park, people don't know how to do shit anymore. A lot of engineering jobs, those are important. Yeah, very important in a lot of cases. AI is not going to be able to take those over anytime soon, because the engineers have to be site engineers as well. Those jobs are never going to, not that I can comprehend at least, those aren't going away. Electrician problem solving, troubleshooting jobs, and just construction in general. Now, AI is not going to take over that. It'll make so many fucking mistakes, even if it was able to be sentient or whatever.
Yeah.
But
AI might make mistakes doing things the way you do.
Yeah, but I mean, way more.
But they probably wouldn't do things the way you do. They'd probably come up with a whole new way of doing it. Whatever it is.
Yeah, well, I've got some ideas as far as how building wiring can be revolutionized, which would make things a lot easier. And I just don't want to fuck with an industry that's already so valuable. You know, you fuck with the energy industry, then yeah, people get disappeared or suicided. But AI, I could go on to Chat GPT right now, and I could ask it for a very complex set of codes. Like the one I did a while back was in a 7-way intersection, which I don't know if those exist anywhere, but either way, in a 7-way intersection, write me the code in Python for how each light would operate based on a timing structure of, I forget what it was, where light 1 and 2 and 3 have that timing structure, and then to then shut off and then let the other lanes go, even though that would cause collisions in the intersection. It didn't recognize the collision aspect of it. It wrote the fucking code for me, and it took a total of maybe 5 seconds. So yeah, programming jobs are pretty much dying.
I think they'll be back, though. I think AI is too unpredictable. It's been lying a lot. making stuff up. It seems like it just tells humans what humans want to hear, not so much the truth. I don't know. It's weird.
I forget what the guy's name is that he's the one that created ChatGPT. The gay guy. I can't remember what his name is. Anyways.
Sam Altman.
There you go. Well, yeah, I'll guarantee you he's sitting back looking at the complex amount of information that's coming in, and probably has already written a set of code where it can flag certain questions and topics that are most common. And then, you know, even though it's becoming self-training, well, actually, it has been since the beginning, but they're going through updates and updates and updates constantly. Oh, ChatGPT 5 or 11 or 12 or whatever. I know it's on number 5 now. And some people have been messing with it, like actual programmers and computer scientists, you know, PhD guys. And they write this very complex set of code, and they put a couple of errors in it on purpose. And then this guy was one guy, he bought the $200 version of ChatGPT. That's how much, it's $200 a month, like the max, you know, premium package. So he did that, and he had it right. He wrote some code along with the actual math, which was computer science math as well as calculus and statistical modeling, I think is what he was, what it was. Anyways, he put it into ChatGPT on its maximum setting, and it couldn't find the errors. He said he put it in there on purpose. I forget what it was even for, what it was even about. Yeah, I was looking at that like, holy shit. I mean, I understand how to read code, but that is fucking beyond me. And yeah, so AI, I don't think it's going to be taking over anytime soon, but it's definitely fucking with it's fucking with the economy.
A lot of businesses who have said that, you know, they went and got rid of all these white collar workers, replaced them with AI. Now they're having to rehire a bunch of these people because AI will just make up that magic number 11. You know.
Oh yeah, what comes after?
If your bottom line doesn't fit, you just throw a 11 in there, and you always get 0 at the end. It's whatever number you need it to be to make it fit. And that's how AI works.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are using it now because if I type in something like, well, yesterday I was looking up a really good recipe. I haven't had a chicken pot pie in quite a long time. And, you know, I love those things.
Chicken pot pie.
But then I had to go and search around on, you know, all these different websites and finding out which one had the most reviews, highest ratings, ingredients, and how long they expect. And anyways, that's what I do. But if I were going, and that took me probably half an hour before I came up with one that I was like, okay, I'm going to trust that one in that entire process. But on ChatGPT, it would probably, I just type in chicken, like highest rated chicken pot pie recipes on the internet. Probably, okay, I'm going to try it right now. And yeah, that's the reason I think a lot of people are moving towards just doing AI searches rather than taking the time to do a search and look at stuff. And the speed that it pushes out the answer. I think that's what a lot of people are liking. I don't know exactly how it works, but I got into a big long conversation with ChatGPT. You want to even call it a conversation. I was like, how do you derive all of your answers so quickly? Well, because we use every single resource on the internet possible. Okay. And I said, okay, can you tell me what coding language you're primarily coded with? And said, almost all coding languages are associated with this. So, yeah, it uses all of them. That's why coding is becoming less like coders. Here in Silicon Valley, there were people making close to $1 million a year that had a very high amount of programming, coding, computer science knowledge, and whatnot. But now, you go on Silicon Valley or San Jose, California, Palo Alto, you look for the same kind of job, and it's like, oh yeah, master's degree in computer science, $120,000 a year starting. Ooh, master's degree, $120,000.
Of the day.
Right. Searching the web. Okay, that's the other thing too, is that all the AI, it needs to have, at least as far as I'm aware, it needs to have internet access. Oh, and actually, it came up with what I landed on from home recipes. I'm sorry, all recipes. Then it only gave me 6 of them. Oh.
And recipe websites are such bullshit. Like it should
Why
be
is
real.
that?
Well, it should be real fucking easy. Here's the list of ingredients, along with how much you'll need. Here's how to combine them. Here's how to cook them. Maybe. Here's how to serve them. I don't need fucking 3 pages about your granny and what the fuck she did with the recipe, where the fuck she got it from. Don't give me a list of ingredients, but no idea how much of that I'm going to need. Or just put it all in like a big paragraph form where I got to decipher exactly what the recipe is going to be. There's just so many bullshit recipes out there that don't make it like a nice, simple recipe. It should be like a fucking recipe book or a card. Flip through the card.
Well, you can skip straight to the in all recipes.
One of the very few decent recipe websites out there.
All recipes. Yeah, because I don't even know how they make money off it. It's not open source or anything. But
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ahoy!
Morning.
I need it.
Made it. How was your weekend, Doc?
It was really good, actually. I got some
Awesome.
fancy. How was yours?
Oh, not too bad. Uneventful, but got some stuff done. Relaxing. I gotta work next weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I made out with 3 different flowers. I had to go to a memorial service for my husband's uncle. 9 months later, his wife finally did a memorial service for him.
Wow.
But, yeah, so we had but fun because, I got to see a lot of family and stuff. And it made out with 3 plants.
Flowers.
You guys know what the different colors of flowers are used for?
Attracting bees.
What's like? Why do we? Well, yellow flowers versus red flowers, like roses, as an example.
Red is for a loved one. Yellow, like a significant other. Yeah, yellow is more like for your mom.
It's we're getting like people give flowers to people that are in hospital, like get well soon kind of thing. That's what yellow is. As far as
You don't buy them red roses.
I've heard that, like the different color roses mean different things.
Yeah.
That was
Okay, William Shakespeare's quote of the day I just found. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool.
I don't even know what that means. I'm so
I like
smart.
that.
Yeah, I don't.
So the fool thinks he's wise, or the wise man knows he's a fool. It's almost about like, it applies today. We're told all this stuff about space, and people believe it. They don't know it, whereas some of us know that we don't know. What's up there? Oh, I don't know. I see stuff up there moving around and whatnot, but to tell you what it is, how far away it is, all that kind of stuff that they think they know, yeah, they're fools. They believe they're wise because someone told them something and then they memorized it and can regurgitate it on command. Whereas the wise man knows, yeah, I'm kind of a fool when it comes to all this stuff because I really don't know. That's what it means to me, at least.
I saw this was an interesting story right here. It says in 1975, the child support program was enacted in the United States to reduce public spending by making sure non-custodial parents contributed financially to supporting their kids. In 2023, the most recent year for which data is available, $25.7 billion in child support was collected from parents and transferred to those receiving child support, according to a March 2025 Congressional Research Service report. So in total, 65% of all payments that were due were collected. Unfortunately, this means a substantial amount of child support payments aren't being made. And while there are many enforcement mechanisms to make parents pay, including programs that collect money directly from employers before wages are sent to workers, there's now a new threat looming over parents who don't cover their kids. They could lose their passport. Parents who don't pay can say goodbye to their U.S. passports. On Thursday, May 7th, the United States State Department told the Associated Press that it would be revoking passports for parents who owe at least $100,000 in unpaid child support, effective as of Friday, May 8th. The initial enforcement effort will affect around 27 holders of U.S. passports, but it is just the beginning of the crackdown. Soon, the revocation program will expand to any parents who owe $2,500 or more. According to the Associated Press, this threshold was set by a 1996 law that has not been really enforced up to this point. There is no clear data on exactly how many parents have unpaid balances topping $2,500, but officials did indicate that many more thousands would likely be caught up in the crackdown and grounded by the government. Now, I don't necessarily want to read this whole story because it does just kind of keep going on. Before we get too far into it, just reading, it's got a very interesting spin. $25.7 billion in child support was collected from parents and transferred to those receiving support, according to a March 2025 Congressional Research Service report. Now that sounds relatively even-handed and unbiased, except that that's not the reality of the situation. Say 90, 95 maybe % of all non-custodial parents are men. The parent receiving support, well, that'd be women. And I think that's a more even-handed approach, because it really is just a transfer of wealth of $25.7 billion in 2023. I don't know if that's going to be more or less now. I'm guessing probably less, given the state of the economy. And $2,500 is going to build up real quick. But this just
I did a job.
early phase of this social credit score being linked to your money. Sorry, that's all I have.
And there's a lot of states that are going to be requiring paternity tests before all this stuff starts happening. Some of them are saying at birth that a paternity test needs to be done before the man signs as the father.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah,
Especially there's states that say you have to be the father once you sign, even if you find out otherwise that you're not. Oh, too bad.
Right. Done the papers.
I still think that could be cool. I don't see how that's contractually enforceable. Not that
I was at the social
isn't correct.
services building when I was in Virginia. We were just doing a little electrical work there, and as you go up to the whatever floor it was, step out of the elevator, and then I didn't notice until we were getting ready to leave. Anyways, there was this big poster board thing with all of these people that are wanted for massive amounts of, these social services thing, child support. And some of them were owing over $200,000. They couldn't find them. And I guess when it gets to that point, I guess it becomes like an FBI issue or something. And one of my buddies, not my buddy anymore, got caught for something, and now is in prison. Anyways, he owed back child support of like $10,000 or something like that, and he was trying to pay it off. But I guess the courts eventually said, nope, well, we're taking your driver's license away. Wait a second, it's going to make it harder for me to pay it off now. What the fuck? It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like ride a bike 14 miles to work? And he was a carpenter. Now he's a convict, or he's an inmate. But yeah, it's so backwards when it comes to the way that child support works. Because I have met a lot of guys have to pay child support until the children reach the age of 18, in which case they don't have to pay anything anymore. Well, I wonder if I've never heard of a woman that's like, oh yeah, I'm paying child support. I've never heard of that.
It's happening more and more. I think fathers' rights in regards to family courts are being more focused upon because it's being pointed out the complete and utter inequities that judges have been perpetrating against fathers for the last 50 fucking years.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily the judges. I think it has to do more with the bureaucracy of different states. They're like, well, if there's California, Virginia, the two states that I can mention at this time, if there's a domestic dispute, like a 911 call for domestic dispute, and the cops show up, someone's going to jail. They're not leaving without someone in handcuffs. And that's when I'm not going to get into all the details of it. I've told it before. But yeah, they're considered women's. Most of the time, it's going to be the guys that are going to jail.
Mm.
They can't just be like, okay, we're going to try and resolve this. No, they make an arrest. It's pretty messed up, but
Well, probably not nearly as messed up as just looking around and being like, all right, well, I don't see anything wrong here. You guys have a good night. And then somebody wakes up dead the next morning because the cops didn't do anything in light of a domestic violence situation.
all right, fuck it. I'll tell the story again.
Mm.
My girlfriend and we were working different shifts, and she had 3 kids that none of them were mine. And all of them basically started calling me dad
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't know who their dads were.
Oh my.
Let's put it that way, all right? So I worked my entire shift, and then I got home, and I gave Amy a hug and a kiss goodbye, and as she went to work, she's an RN.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got home, and I had all the kids. They were fucking done with all their homework. I made sure of all that, and that's when I was like, all right, turn on the TV, watch a movie. Well, we didn't have cable. Or play video games, or read a book, or here's a puzzle to solve. Something like I'd keep them entertained, and I'd make them dinner. Anyways, she didn't like the fact that I was drinking. I wasn't drunk or anything, and she punched me right in the fucking face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she punched me first, and then I was in a computer chair, and she basically stood back enough to the point where she leaped forward hard enough, pushing me in my shoulders, cracking the back of my head open on the wall. And it hit me really fucking hard. I'm surprised I didn't get knocked out. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm packing up my stuff. Have a nice life. And that's when she went even more crazy. And that's when I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm calling the cops. I called 911. They showed up. They went and asked her questions.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came back out, they said, sir, put your hands behind your back. I was like, for what? See my eye? It's starting to swell up.
Wow.
Yeah, see the big lump? Well, my head didn't get split open, but it gave me a big lump on the back of my head. But she assaulted me, and I called you guys.
You get right.
And I got arrested for that. Yeah, that's fucked. It is.
That is really something.
That's justice, baby.
What's up, Craig?
I'm here to work, Craig.
What's up, Joker?
What's going on, man? How you been?
Oh, fucking terrible.
That's not good.
Sorry.
To be honest. I haven't been able to call in for so long. Dawn, I apologize. I 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to. We had a date to call in, and my phone went down the next day. I was out phone for a week.
It's alright, I understand. Things happen.
Well, I just kind of disappeared. I just wanted to let you know. I wasn't ignoring you, or being a dick or anything. Literally, my phone just went black on me.
Yeah.
I had too much shit on there, I guess.
Plus,
What's that?
Is it a Pixel?
No, it's fucking Android.
Yeah, Google makes the Android ones too. I
Yeah.
had a Google Pixel 6 Plus, and the screen just
Yeah.
went black.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
came back. But I thought I had to get a new phone. I was about to get one. And then all of a sudden it came back on, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
And it was
Jaron
fine.
has
It was
it right
fine.
now.
I'm like,
He says every once in a while the screen will come on for maybe an hour, and then it just goes black again.
yeah, I haven't had it since. I think I just had too much stuff on there. I cleared a lot of stuff out. And or I might have, I kept it on the charger for a night one time. It was at night, actually. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it overcharged. These goddamn fucking new phones. Farted. I have like the new Lightning USB-C that Android put out, and it charges you really fast. You know, that's great, but you lose battery really fast also. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Well, I can describe that to you. But it's kind of interesting. It works with sales, the 80-20 concept. When it comes to battery,
Yeah, I figured, right?
Yeah. Well, then you let the customer talk for 80% of the time, then you talk for 20% of the time, and then all you're doing is just interrogating them with what they want. Anyway, I went through sales training a long time ago. And when it comes to battery health, most modern day cell phones now, they're not going to give you a low power warning until it gets below 20%. And once you put it on, like I have an iPhone 15, and once it gets to 80%, it will shut off the low power mode. You can turn it back on manually if you want to, but when it comes to battery degradation, just look it up. The 80-20 rule, 20-20-80, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but once your battery is at a full capacity, what it's doing is it can use more energy, causing it to use more heat, and heat will degrade the metals inside the battery. So you don't want to usually let your battery. Yeah, you want to stay within that margin, 20%, 80%.
Okay.
So
That's-
what does that? You don't want to charge your phone over 80%?
Well, you can. You have the ability to, but yeah, it's not
better not to.
Yeah, it's not well. This is what I was taught in college. Also, when I was going through electronics engineering courses, and they were showing us this big graph, entropy. Essentially, I was like, "What the fuck is entropy?" And loss of energy, essentially. And that's when they said, "Yeah, here are the statistics with." I don't know how it works with lead acid batteries, but nickel cayad or lithium ion batteries, things like that. Those are the last two I just mentioned. Those are dry cell batteries. But for car batteries, yeah, you don't want that shit dropping below 95%. Otherwise, it starts degrading the battery acid.
Just real quick, on entropy being the loss of energy, I would say it was more the equalization of energy. Your high potential and your low potential become closer. It's not like you're losing the energy and it's going somewhere else. It's just the potential difference between the two are getting less and less and less.
Oh, I get that. Like if you're popping a tire, with an ice pick or something, yeah, all the energy is going to completely disperse. But that is entropy. It's equalizing. But there's a certain amount of stored energy which is potential energy inside that tire with all that pressure. So once you pop the tire, it is energy loss inside of it.
What about when you fart?
I don't know.
It burns
sure I lose
47 calories.
When you fart?
Yep.
I'm going to work on eating more beans then.
Pretty sure that's
Which is
right.
actually, you guys know the beans little saying?
Beans, the musical fruit. It's good for your heart, so eat lots of beans because it's good for you.
No, beans.
No,
beans,
the more you do, the more you chew.
No, it's beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat beans for every meal.
Oh, you know the whole thing.
For beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
There you go.
Oh, maybe I messed that one up. Okay.
No, it said multiple
ones.
Then how can I be wrong?
Beans and
Why'd they all
farting is
tell me
good.
I was wrong?
Because you kind of mixed up.
No, you were right too. Sorry, Josh.
So over in where is this? New Zealand, right? They have a bunch of people that work like customer service for here in the United States.
Yeah.
And most people were working remotely from home because it was like between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. when their work was taking place, right? It's halfway around the world. It's not going to be during the middle of their day when the work needs to be done. It'll be the middle of our day. Well, the company decided, hey, guess what? You need to come in between 9 to 5 every day and be here. And they go and sit there and do nothing for those
9 to 5.
From 9 to 5. And then go home and go to bed, and work dropped by 50% because all the people were sleeping at that time since they had to be at work in the morning. And the company just couldn't understand what was going on.
Oh my God.
Like, here's an idea. Instead of saying be here 9 to 5, why not make it 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.? If you're going to have people in the office, right, to build morale or whatever reasons you want to give, do it during the time of work hours.
That would make sense.
Yes.
Right?
That.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It just, some of these people are so dumb. Like, I do the same thing. Oh, I have to be here from 9 to 5. Well, then all the work between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is not going to get done because I'm going to be sleeping.
You know what they need to do?
Mm-hmm.
They need to read a Trump book because he knows everything. He's so smart.
Oh. What else is going on? In Indonesia, police arrest 321 foreigners in an operation to crack down on banned online gambling.
It's racist motherfuckers. I'm sorry. That's just my
I can't believe how
cops.
much. I can't believe all the gambling that's legal here in the United States now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know it's online and shit. I must get a commercial like probably 20 times a day. About online gambling. But nah.
We've turned into Pottersville.
Potters.
What happens to It's a Wonderful Life?
I've never watched that movie.
That's borderline communism.
Isn't that right? That's me. I'm just weird. It just never. I was young. We were all young when that freaking movie came out. So it's just never. It was between that black and white, what looked like very sad movie as a kid, or fucking Santa Claus and the Tooth Elf, the guy that wanted to be a dentist. I went with the dentist. That was way more entertaining to me. And then it just carried over. I just never saw it. I know all the stupid lines from it. But never watched it. Don't even care to watch it now. Still seems sad. Should I watch it? Am I missing something?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd go with Scarface.
Well, I've seen that. That's the movie I like. You ever see, I think it's called Miller's Road? Miller's Road.
Think
An old
so.
mob movie. Fucking fantastic. It's an older movie. It's kind of like almost an indie mob movie. But it's got like a bunch of people that you know. I can't think offhand, but it's really good. Miller's Crossing.
That sounds right. I worked at a restaurant called Miller's Crossing,
Yeah.
and they use kind of like that movie as their theme, sort of the.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
And working in restaurants, you really do find a lot of guys hopping around from job to job, trying to avoid the government catching up with their wage garnishment.
Yeah.
Like they'll stay for a couple
Well,
months, then as soon as they get a paycheck garnished, they'll quit and go somewhere else so they can work for another couple months without getting their wages garnished.
A restaurant?
Yeah, a lot of times. They're plentiful and
What do they usually do?
whatever.
Cooks?
Sometime.
Dishwasher?
Sometime.
They're not waiters, right?
Oh, sometime.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You can find a job waiting tables pretty
Really
easy.
get paid though.
Oh, that's what I.
Yeah, but I thought they didn't really get paid like that. No, yeah.
Well, it depends on where you go.
I mean, I know they do now.
Do people have to pay tax on their tips?
Not anymore. Used to be.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yes, they did something.
They did before?
Oh, yeah.
I think they passed
Oh,
a
yeah.
law. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit was just. Oh, okay.
I don't even think we should have income tax at all. Like, we shouldn't have to pay tax on our
I don't
income.
pay. I pay shit.
My husband doesn't.
I haven't like
I
20
do.
years.
So even
the way
if-
that taxing tips actually works, how it's always worked is, well, at least to my knowledge, is if you pay with like a debit card or a credit card, it's going to ask, oh, do you want to tip at that point? And then that goes into the register. And then the manager just has to put that into the income report or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. And your TSP report, maybe that's what it is. Anyways, the thing about it is if someone tips in cash, money just goes straight to the server or waiter or waitress. They're not going to file fucking taxes on that. The only time they're going to have to is if they're working in a job where on their W-2 it says taxes, tip income, then that gets taxed. The change was pretty significant because most people don't pay, well, tip in cash anymore. Most people like myself, I don't even carry cash. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of it saved up in case I need it, but
Cash is always good.
it's good. It's hard, nearly impossible to trace. But at the same time, I don't know. It just seems weird nowadays. Takes longer. It takes longer, and sometimes the cashiers can't figure out. Like one of the trivia questions I wrote.
They can't do simple math.
Yeah, they can't do simple math. Like they have to put it in like on the computer. Like, oh, the total was this much, and the customer just handed me a $20 bill. The total was $16.27. How much change are you supposed to get? And last week I did a trivia again, and it was based upon "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" You know, that TV show concept. But I didn't want to get the channel in trouble, so I just renamed it "Are you smarter than a child?" And that was one of the questions I asked. And 3 people in a row couldn't get it right. They said something different. So, how much the total cost after tax? $6.27, $20 bill. How much change would you be giving them back? This is easy. It's $3 and you guys are disappointing me. It's $3.23.
I'm not listening. I'm reading an article.
No problem.
So they found a giant squid in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Australia.
How
43 feet.
Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah. Funk that.
Well, squid.
I would not want to run into something like that out there. In the Sea of
They're really
Cortez,
nice.
just south of you,
They're
Andrew,
nice.
they have those Humboldt squids. They get to like 6-7 feet, but they're like 80 pounds. They're huge. And they've been known to attack divers.
Oh, wow.
Andrew, did you get high this
They
morning?
take fucking whales down.
Did I get high? No.
You haven't gotten high yet?
No, I just, no, I drank a bunch of
Miracle.
this stuff called ZZZ Quill. Helps you go to sleep. And it helps you get high at the same time.
But you didn't invoke the high yet?
Well, no, I already had some chamomile tea. And I mixed it with that and a few beers. So,
Well, what are you waiting for? Get stoned, man.
I don't smoke every day.
Okay.
What?
I don't. Sometimes I'll go a week at a time without smoking weed.
You were all fucked up one day. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, when I was taking psilocybin? Maybe that was it.
No, you were pretty shitty.
I don't know. One of those days.
You're pretty drunk.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
get.
you're drunk. Too.
Oh, I wasn't drunk.
You said you were drunk.
No,
You weren't
well,
drunk?
I don't think I was drunk. 'Cause I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was drunk.
It was all kind of one word, but I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
It's all kind of one. Well, I'm not drunk.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell's
Go
going
back
on?
and watch. Go back and listen, Andrew.
I said that. And
You called in with slurred speech. It's not like you spent the show getting
Hey,
drunk.
everybody, call in. You wanted the whole chat to call in.
oh, whatever. No, I can hold my alcohol pretty well. It really just depends on how many
Cups of tea
ways
you've
I'm
had.
choosing to end my night.
I'm just busting your balls. It's okay.
I know, don't worry about it. I got real thick skin.
You got thick balls?
Actually, one of my coworkers, when I was in the military, I was fresh into the unit, and I didn't really know anybody. At one point, he tried to nickname me Thin Skin because, for whatever fucking reason, I don't know, but
Because somebody tried to give you a nickname and you got pissed off and beat the shit out of them.
I actually did beat the shit out of him. Yeah.
See? That'll earn you the nickname Thin Skin.
No longer.
Oh no,
Never
I beat him.
Never called you thin skin again, right?
No one ever did. No, we were deployed in Thailand at the time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Thin Skin." I'm like, it's not me. I was just being quiet and passive.
I don't like that.
And then after that, yeah, there was no more Thin Skin. We were cool after it, but he did have a black eye, a fat lip, and was very. I hit him several times. My chief was even watching it too, and he just thought it was funny. Never gotten in any trouble at all.
See, I was thinking, Justin, are you smarter than a 10th grader in the learning disabled class? It's a bit of a mouthful, but I think it still worked. I don't think you're going to have to worry about copyright on that.
So, yeah.
Did you know
Some of these
that
questions-
a buffalo hide is so big that they could use one buffalo hide to make a boat? Did you know that the
Really?
buffalo hump has skin so thick?
Boat?
Yeah. Make one boat from one buffalo
Like a
hide.
canoe kind of boat?
It's sort of like
No.
a canoe. It's a little bit rounder. It's a little bit shorter. Less canoeish and more
Yeah.
bowlish.
Yeah, I know.
But the hump of a buffalo
Well, it's on the
has
water.
a hide that is 1 inch thick. And the Indians would use that for their bulletproof
Really?
shield. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So that
Yeah,
1
so
inch
we
of
killed
hide,
them all off.
1 inch of hide from a buffalo will turn away stop a musket ball. So they could literally use it as a war shield and bulletproof shield.
Yeah. Cool.
Did you know that alligators can climb trees?
Yes. That's fucking scary,
Really?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's fucking
What?
creepy.
Climbed into a tree and hang out in the fucking branch like a tiger? Or a leopard, I mean?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
That's some badass shit. And I've never seen
Yeah, it ruined my night last night when I found out about that.
Oh, who's the alpha of the Amazon? The apex predator that chases away like jaguars and crocodiles?
Oh, I know this thing. It's something otter.
Otters.
Yeah.
Amazonian river otters. They get 6 feet long and travel in packs up
Yeah,
to 20.
big. Yeah. Yeah, they'll fuck a jaguar up, boy.
Yeah,
Don't see the
jaguars don't
jaguars
even mess with
stand
them. Jaguars
They
see
don't
them
even
coming
fuck
and
with
they
them.
just take off.
Yep.
I want to be an otter.
Me too. Let's go. Get a shaman to fucking shapeshifter.
Easy, Melissa. They just let go.
We're the
go.
only species that cease to live, so why are they not smarter than us? Or how are they? I think they're smarter than us.
They are. Yeah, I think they are too. Most
We're the
animals
only
are.
ones. We're the dumbasses that pay to live.
Yeah. We're the dumbasses that do all this stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Run by pedophiles. We just take it. No protest for that.
Bend over.
No riots for that. We're gonna riot for George Floyd. But we found out that our kids are being fucking kidnapped and raped and mutilated and all the shit. No riots for that.
Well, pedophiles fund riots, don't you know? There's no reason a pedophile is going to fund a riot against himself.
True.
True.
You want a
And
pallet
or-
of bricks, you got to buy it yourself, and a pallet of bricks ain't.
And or, the small hat. I'm a little antiseptic. So I've been told. And I just don't care anymore. I think you guys know that.
I care. All of my mouthwash needs to be antiseptic.
You know, Listerine was originally a fucking, varnish remover. It was never meant to be a mouthwash.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, fuck yeah. It'll clean your bumper real good. Imagine what it's doing to your inside. Toothpaste.
Crisco was originally designed for lubricating engines.
Ooh, we know what it does now.
Yeah, people use it for cooking.
No, they use it for other shit too.
Oh, well,
Just
okay.
ask Corey Haim and what's his face, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Charlie Sheen used some Crisco on his ass, apparently.
What?
Yeah, on the set of License to Drive. Apparently, that's where he got raped.
Like right outside
Oh,
the door, right outside
that
the
big-
trailer.
Charlie Sheen?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I think I did hear.
That tiger blood motherfucker.
I also heard that was
And
more
during Lucas?
of an implication.
No. Oh yeah, it might have been Lucas.
Yeah, I think
It might.
was
You're right. It
Lucas.
might have been Lucas. Yeah.
What's that?
Trying to
Yeah, go
remember.
ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm saying. Well, I think there might have been an implication that it was not Charlie. It definitely.
Maybe it was
I mean,
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, I think the retraction was made
I
that it
think
was
Corey
not Charlie
Feldman
Sheen.
corroborated it, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he said it was. Huh?
I don't.
You see, I think he might be
Charlie
covering
Sheen
his
might
ass.
have been like the middleman, right? Like, hey, Corey, come over here. I got something to show you.
And then some other dickhead just blast him in the ass.
And they daisy chained him, and Charlie Sheen got blasted in the ass while blasting in the ass. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
He was the middleman.
They were both
And a train.
and somehow Corey Feldman just came out unscathed.
Huh.
No, he didn't. He say he was molested as well.
Yeah, he said it, but I mean, where's his fucking name? I don't know, man. He gave weird names, you know.
You know how when you say things like, "Hey, I went to the moon," people are like, "All right, well, did you see stars?" And sometimes you're like, "Yeah," and sometimes you're like, "No."
Well,
You're like, "Well, no, wait."
well, did you? They had to look around to see if the other guy saw stars, and then they all decided they didn't. Did they ask the new crew if they saw stars? New Artemis? Dipshit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Once
think
I
they did.
saw the launch and all that, I was like, really? You're just
That's
going to keep
so
doing the same
ridiculous.
old thing?
Like, what are they thinking? I guess they think we're just really stupid.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Did
it.
we even get pictures from the fucking backside of their goddamn...
Oh, we did. We just looked at them
Orbit?
this morning. We've decided it looks just like my cast iron pan I got underneath my cabinet.
Oh, yeah.
Based on
I
the
heard
carbon
that
buildup,
was-
the amount of rust and pitting, it definitely looks like one of mine.
Yeah.
Cast iron.
Yeah. Saab has a good picture of the backside of the moon.
Who?
And so, Saab.
Saw?
Saab.
Sovereign citizen.
Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. His name is Dave.
You don't know Saab, Dawn?
No, don't.
Oh, you gotta watch Saab. 9:30 every night almost.
Oh, really?
Hilarious. Oh, he's hilarious.
Send it to me. I'll watch.
You can just join in too. He just puts an open link.
Yeah, you can call in.
Well, I mean, not call in, just join in entirely, so you can share your screen and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where
yeah,
is
he's pretty
it?
cool. I love it.
Just
You get to put it-
Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Here, I'll just pull up.
Did you get the link, Andrew?
Almost there.
Andrew Carlson.
Yeah,
Or Andrew's on there sometimes. I see you, Andrew. I'm always watching.
All right.
It's a bad time. I can't really call in at that time.
And for me, it works out kind of awkwardly too, especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, you're on the West Coast.
Well, no, it's because those are the days I have to work. I have to teach in person.
Oh,
I teach online, so it's a lot easier.
I want to do that.
Taste the biscuit.
Yeah.
Taste the goodness.
It's a sexual song. It really is.
Really?
It's about biscuits. It's about biscuits and gravy.
Fucking isn't it? It's sexual in nature, just with a hidden innuendo. That's all it is. Using euphemism and all of it. It's a song about this lady. I don't know how old she is, in her early 60s, I'm assuming. And
oh, she's 40.
No, she's definitely not 40. Anyways, she's singing. It's her and her husband, I'm assuming, and she's on the microphone, standing up,
That's her pimp.
like twisting the hips a little bit here and there, and then from there, her husband is sitting down on the keyboard doing a lot of the music aside from singing. But they're in some
they're in a Walmart.
It looks like they're in like a I don't know like a Goodwill or something.
Walmart.
I don't know.
Kmart.
It's just weird, and it's called Taste the Biscuit, and don't get that honey sauce on me. Basically, the premise of it's.
I don't like it on my chicken wing.
He plays it every single time I join in because I'm the only one that caught it. Yeah.
This person you're talking to?
Yeah, David Kane. He's the creator of Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind.
Okay, well, I'm still waiting for you to give it to me.
I put.
Give it to her, Andrew.
In the look in the chat. Look in the chat on Teams.
Oh.
Yeah, Don, jeez. Fuck.
What? No.
If you're laying down links and they don't know if or when you've put it in, it's not saying.
All right. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just.
You don't see it?
I just found an article. I guess this scientist hasn't been given the update. They're talking about global warming and the sea levels rising, blah 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 blah. And this just came out May 8th. It's like, hey, don't you know that Al Gore changed it now? And it's actually an ice age we're going into? He must not have got the memo.
It was probably one of those like schools out here, like University of Missouri Rolla, something like that. One of those Ozark schools. They tend to run a few years behind out in Ozark.
This article claims that sea levels have risen more than 0.2 meters over the past 15 years as a result of global warming.
I heard last night Louisiana is going to be having problems. It's rising. Like more than average or whatever. Okay, that's Walt if he knows. Wait, I'm still thinking about alligators climbing trees. Fuck.
Bro, it's crazy. Yeah. So don't climb
I've never. Where'd you see this?
Yesterday on Dave's channel, on Saab's channel. He shared that. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I haven't, I fell asleep last night. That's right. Fuck.
It was like halfway through the show.
I got 3 hours to go on the show.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't understand why they would climb a tree. Not like they're going to be fun. I understand why some things climb trees, like bears, cats. Yeah, but
Leopards hide their food up there.
a lot of
savannah.
A lot of large cats do that.
Yeah.
Large kitties.
Melissa was wondering how they got back down.
Yeah, that's the
They
thing I
jumped.
do. And that is,
Well, they just let go, Andrew. How do you think?
What I said.
no, they actually hit upon the other branches where they're not climbing anymore. They're just kind of chilling there.
Yeah. Maybe they're just sunbathing, getting some shade. Get some wind on their balls. Alligators have balls.
I'm sure.
I don't think they're visible. They're probably,
I don't think so.
they go
I think it's a
into
rule. At least not external.
It's a rule?
As a reptile, I think kind of.
Yeah, no, I know. They're internal. For sure.
You try being a snake with
I
balls.
used to have lizards. I used to have lizards. Shit. They didn't have balls.
But we're coming down to it. We got about 3 minutes left.
God damn.
I know, time flies. I gotta go to the doctor.
Say time flies when you don't
Then
know what
work.
you're doing. Flew for me.
Time flies when you're having.
And you're totally in control, Josh.
Yeah.
I'll make sure everybody gives Walter some love.
Yeah.
proper
I was
rest.
I was thinking about him.
Was he not feeling good this morning?
I'm assuming he just needed to get some extra sleep.
Yeah.
Mondays are always
Yeah,
kind
we
of that
didn't
way
even
for him.
message him. Didn't want to bother him.
Yeah.
And he's still. I'm not sure how his son's doing, so I wanted to reach out today and see if there's been
What's
any
going
word.
on with his son?
He had what could possibly have been a staph infection on his knee.
Uh,
I'm just saying that shit out loud. I don't know if he said that live
How
on
old-
Friday or if that was
how old is
after.
his son?
Pushing 30.
He's older, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
almost. I think he's 29.
Sucks though.
Yeah. Staph infection is no joke either. Gotta be
Yeah.
careful with that. But yeah, he did, Josh. He did tell us.
Just couldn't remember if that was live or post back.
Oh, right. Yeah. I can't remember either now.
They just violated HIPAA.
No. I think he told us live, though. I think he did.
I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I just wasn't paying attention. Juana said there's lots of vids of alligators climbing trees. I'll have to look that shit up.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look it up.
That's good shit. Well, thanks everybody for coming to hang out this morning. Sorry it wasn't enough of an IRM show. Walt makes a great IRM show. Everybody knows that if it's just Josh, then you need to come in and save the day. Nobody wants it just Josh.
So we had
I love just Josh.
And luckily Zach was here, so it would have never been that way. Sometimes I can get a little quiet for doing like a broadcast show. Whatever. Anyway, it's going to be Monday. We're here. We done did it. We'll see you back here on Wednesday for more IRONWORX. Have a great rest of your week. Be good. Be well. Do good. Do it well. Watch out for tree gators. We love you.